Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Michaela and welcome to Life with Me. So this is my cooking series and I know there's only been part one, but life happens. But it's the new year, New Year's resolutions, and one of my goals for this year is to be consistent with YouTube and make this thing work. So without me talking too much, let's get straight into today's dinner idea. For today, I have a sweet and sour chicken stew. That's just the name I'm giving it. This is a stew that my mom created, I believe, but she used to make it in the microwave. We're going to make it on the stove. Let's get into the ingredients. For the stew, of course, you're going to need your chicken, and I just have chicken thighs. You can use drumsticks, you can use chicken breast, whatever suits you, your family's needs, or whatever you like to use. You're going to need some potatoes. I just have 4 potatoes because that's the perfect amount for myself and my husband. The stew will last us 2 to 3 days, and I always serve it with rice. What you can do as well is you can make the stew without the potato and then you can serve it over mash. But we like ours with rice, just like a nice hearty meal. And of course, you guys know how to cook rice, so I'm not going to be showing that on the video. You're going to need an onion. This onion is fairly large, so I'm only going to use half of it. You're going to need some green pepper. You'll need carrots. I'm using 6 carrots because these are quite small. You're going to need a stock cube. I'm using a veggie stock cube. You can use chicken, whatever you'd like. You are going to need some Worcester sauce. Guys, that is a word. It depends on how you grew up. Do you say Worcestershire? Do you say Worcestershire? Do you say Worcester sauce? Do you say Worcester sauce? I just say Worcester sauce because it's easiest. Some garlic, of course. Some chutney. And then for spices, we're keeping it simple. We want these meals to be quick and simple and as cost effective as possible, right? So I just have some chicken spice, some paprika, some black pepper, and some aromatic. That is it. Of course, you can use more or less depending on your taste buds, depending on whether you like salt or not, but those are the basic spices we are going to need for this recipe. So let's get into the cooking. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is get our onion and green pepper chopped up. And like I said, I'm only using half simply because it is such a big onion. And I just have some oil heating in the pot behind me. But I thought for today's video it would be fun to, just answer some questions about myself. I don't think I've answered that many questions before, or you guys don't know that much about me. So I thought, while doing the prep work, let's have some conversation. Maybe we are a lot more similar, maybe we are very different. Yeah, so let's do it. So I am 26 years old. I live in Cape Town, South Africa. I was born and raised in Cape Town, South Africa. I am a teacher. I'm going into my 3rd/4th year of teaching because I started at the odd time of the year when I started my teaching career. I teach high school. I've wanted to, make the change to primary school, but the school I'm at now, the kids have grown on me, and I think that is where I'm going to stay put for a very long time. I am married. I don't have any children. I've been married for just over a year now. We celebrated our 1-year anniversary in November of 2023. And that is a journey in itself. I mean, it's not like anything you would have experienced before. And it's just such a special and unique thing to go through. So yes, I am married. We do want to have kids. It's obviously all in God's timing, but kids is definitely in the works, or in the plans for us should it come our way. I just have a few questions that I just searched on things I should probably like speak about, because obviously I never put up a Q&A or anything, so there's not any specific questions. But if there's anything specific you would like me to answer, please do let me know. So our veggies are all chopped up, or at least our onion and green pepper. I'm going to add this to the pot so that it can start cooking, and then we'll cook that very slowly. Now of course you can peel your carrots if you want to, but because they cook for so long, they cook really soft, so we really don't mind the skins on. So something else I thought I'd share is, like I said, I am a teacher. I am teaching at a high school, and this year I will actually be running the school's cooking club. I do have a very big passion for cooking. I love being in the kitchen. I actually used to own a baking business, which I am thinking of starting back up this year, just because life is so expensive and a second income never hurt anybody. So before the school year starts, I think I'm very excited to get into that, just because it's something I've never done before, and I think it's a very valuable skill. You can do a lot with it. You can work on cruise ships, you can work in restaurants. Just having a hospitality skill, I think, is very useful. So that's just a fun fact about myself. I also love running, but I can't run. Yeah, let's not go into that. I love running. I can't run, but I'm going to start this year, I promise. It's also one of my goals for 2024 is to start running and at least run one marathon for the year. Like, one isn't that much. Even if it's a 5K, I'm going to do it. So cooking and running are two things that I love. I'm also very into fashion. If I was not a teacher, if I didn't study teaching, I would have studied a fashion degree. The only thing that kept me behind is the fact that I can't draw. So I was very insecure about that. I was like, no way am I going to go to a fashion school and put together a portfolio and I'm the only person in the class who can't draw. So I decided against that and I started teaching instead. We're now going to add our carrots in with our onion and green pepper. And while all of that is going, we can now do our potatoes. I am of course going to peel the potatoes. I think that skin on potatoes in a stew is just weird, so I'm going to peel that very quickly and then I'll come back. Our potatoes are peeled and chopped. I just cut them in, I cut each potato in half, and then I cut each half into quarters. So essentially I got 8 pieces from a potato, and I'm going to add my potato in at this point before my chicken. Yes. Now all our veggies are cooking and are having time to soften, because our chicken is actually going to cook very quickly. So let's move on to the chicken. Into this bowl, we're going to add our spices. We're going to add some of the Worcester sauce, and we're going to add some chutney. Give that a good mix. Okay, so this is what our chicken is looking like, and we can now add all of this into our pot. Okay, I thought I'd bring you guys closer. Now everything is in the pot. We're just going to give that a mix. We're going to add our garlic, and the reason why I add the garlic once everything else is in is because I find it flavors the stew better. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's how I do it. Sometimes I will braise it with my onions, other times not. So in goes my garlic. I love a lot of garlic. At this point, I'm just ready to add everything into the pot because it's a stew. It's not supposed to take that long. So we're just going to dump everything in. We have our leftover chutney. We have our Worcester sauce, just like that. And we have our stock cube. I add my stock cube directly into my pot. I know some people like to make it in a jug. I add it directly. Okay, I'm sure you want to see the food, so I'm going to bring you even closer. That's what we are looking like. And all that we're going to do now is add water. About a cup or so. Add our lid. And let this cook. Okay guys, it's been about 15 minutes and this is what our stew is currently looking like. You can see the potatoes still look a bit hard and the chicken still needs to cook. But I'm going to give this about another 15 minutes and then it should be ready. Alright guys, our stew is all done. It smells absolutely amazing. It looks amazing. I've dished up my rice. Let's dish up our stew. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to dig into this. And I know it's still festive and I know it's hot. But there's nothing like a home cooked meal. Nothing like a delicious stew. Oh, after a long day's work. I'm not back at work, but when I do go back, I know I'm going to crave this. And if you are back at work, then why not make a pot of this for your family? You will thank me later. So I'm just getting some more gravy. Oh, and it's nice and thick because of the potato. My mouth is watering. Let's get a fork. Look at that. Oh, yummy. Okay, you already know we have to take the thumbnail. So the thumbnail is taken. Let's dig in. I cannot wait. Oh, to see how the chicken came out. Oh, right off the bone. Let's get some rice, some gravy, and a piece of carrot. This is the perfect bite. My camera always eats first. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I don't know why I'm loving the rice. Some more chicken. This is so good, guys. It's piping hot. And I can't wait because it's so delicious. Do you know what I love about it? It's savory, but like the name sweet and sour, you get that sweetness from your chutney and your carrots, and then you just get that hint of the Worcester sauce. Now Worcester has that salty, very savory taste, and you get a hint of that. You get your sweet from your chutney, and it is absolutely amazing. I'm going to take my bowl of sweet and sour chicken stew, and I'm going to enjoy it in peace. So from me to you, have a fantastic festive further, and when it's time to bring out the pots, I do hope that you're going to try this recipe over here, because how could you not? That's all from me for today. I'm looking forward to bringing you many more great recipes.